Best day ever. Best day ever. It's the Best Day Ever podcast. Let's go on a journey. Let's get on a mad one, bruv. 24 hours of whatever you want. It's totally up to you. Simple. This week, we have Fiona Boffy. Little Fee Boffin. She's making her own rules. Raw. Woo woo. Yeah, the girls.
We're back again. Everyone should know by now anyway what we're doing here. Best day ever. We're back. We've got Fee Boffy.
Are you talking now?
Yeah.
Oh, hi.
Is it Boffy?
I thought you were just practicing.
No, I'm just mumbling. I was sorting it out. But
yeah, it is exactly. Boffy.
Where's Boffy from?
Oh, all my family is English. Apart from one cousin who married a Japanese girl. They're half Japanese, half English.
I've never heard the name though.
It actually, I think it came from Boffin. Yep.
Little Boffin.
I'm a Boffin.
Little Fee Boffin.
No, like someone that's really good at something.
Yeah.
Not a little Fee Boffin.
Okay.
I'm a big Boffin.
All right. Well, I also was just thinking, I was meant to, because we've just been chatting for a good 40 minutes, but I was thinking before, when I met you last weekend, you said you've put this on your 30 before 30 list.
Well, when you asked me, I was like, oh my God, I'm a local celebrity. And then 40 was like, yeah, he's asked me too. And I was like, oh my God, we're both celebrities. And then I actually listened to it. Full stop. Then I actually listened to it and I was like, oh, he just wants anybody. He'll take anybody. So
I don't want anybody.
I feel a little bit less, but I was so grateful that I put it on my 30 before 30 list.
Yeah.
So only 30 things, obviously, before I turned 30. 10 months to go.
It's a great idea. I was thinking,
like...
because my next big birthday's 40. You know what I mean?
And how long till then?
4 years.
Yeah, I've had mine for 3 years.
Yeah.
It's big.
But then I've got
list.
to do 40 things before 40.
Yeah, but you got 4 years.
I suppose in the spirit of the podcast, I could do whatever I want, just do 10 before 40.
No, that is not poetic or English or no.
Okay, so
40 before 40.
What's on the 30 before 30?
Yeah, okay. I thought you might ask me this.
Have you got it there in your notes?
I do. I carry it with me everywhere. And anyone who asks, I'll tell.
So presumably then, if this has been added to it, the list isn't full yet then?
So I did originally have like really responsible, get a house, get a dog, get a qualification.
Right.
And as times come on, I'm like, I don't need that.
Mediocre podcast.
I don't need that. Yes, go on a mediocre podcast. No, because this is way more fun. And I've swapped a few hard things with fun things. But I started off doing like what I considered the hardest. So now, really, apart from a couple of them, they're all just quite fun.
So what's left?
Like half.
Okay. Give me 5.
Only 5.
5 that you've got left to do.
Okay. Because I have done the hardest, so keep in mind the 5 aren't going to be as big. So I was going to hike Everest Base Camp with Dad. That's
big.
up to Dad if you're listening.
That's big though.
That's huge, I know. But that's also, most of these are by me. Like I'm only relying on myself.
Yeah, right.
Like I can't
so this is Dad letting you
else.
down on this one?
No, he would never, if you're listening. I have to fight someone in a ring. I know it's bad. I've never been hit before, so I don't know if I'll even like it. But I've kind of downgraded that. So there's a contender camp at the gym, and at the end you have a sparring session.
Oh yeah. I've seen that. Yeah,
that's like Shani did. Yeah, so cool.
And the last time I went, Ollie was doing it, and they had to keep stepping in and being like, "It's sparring. Can everyone just chill out,
settle down, mate?"
So it is sparring, but you're still getting punched in the face, like.
Well, like surely you're fight or flight kicks in and you can't help it.
Hopefully.
I just don't know if I'm going to fight or flight.
Yeah, I think I'm a flight kind of person.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, have you been hit?
Not like willingly.
Yeah. So
We were
what
talking
was
about this
your
actually the
reaction?
other week. I've been punched in the face more times than I should have been,
Crump.
and I've never done anything about it. I just go, whoa. What
did
you
you
do?
do
What
that
you doing?
for?
Yeah. What's
stop
going on?
it.
Gee,
Guys.
chill out, guys. Yeah.
What are you doing?
I don't know. Yeah. Well, it's always come out of the blue though.
Yeah, okay.
Once I was just walking home. It was like night time, and I'm walking down this road, the London Road, where Wills lives actually, and the pavement is like really elevated, so there's a barrier so you can't fall into the road.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Because it's like a main road,
Oh, you're on the
and
pedestrian
then you're
side.
but there's like a railing,
Yeah.
and this guy's coming out of his house down the road. He's walking towards me, which I hate anyway. Like
What, you hate people walking
where
towards
I live,
you?
having to cross paths with someone is always an issue. I feel.
Yeah, right.
And
This is
he
out of my
looked
realm.
at me, and I just went, "All right, mate," and he just belted me one in the jaw,
Bloody hell.
and I was like, "Cool." Like,
What, did he walk? Did he jog on? Did
yeah, he
he
just
like,
kept
sprint?
walking. Yeah,
What, casually?
yeah. It was
What?
one of them like. There's a real vibe of like. I remember that not the last time I was home, the time before I went out to the city for Christmas, and I'm at the bar, waiting, and there's a girl next to me. I've just come
Waiting
back
to
from
get
2
hit.
years in Australia,
Yeah.
so you get used to just talking to everybody.
Yeah.
And she's waiting to get served. I'm waiting to get served. And she looked at me and I went, "How's it going?" And she went, "Do I know you?" And I was like, "No." She's like, "Well, what are you talking to me for then?" I'm like, "Yeah, cool.
Meow.
I'm back."
Oh, and did she hit you?
She didn't hit me. No, I hit her actually.
Take that. Now you do.
Get in there first. Get in there first.
You'll remember me now.
So, oh yeah. So right, the fucking that was 2 things.
Oh, yeah.
Give us
sorry.
3 more quick ones.
Get on stage at a concert.
That seems tough.
I know you're
because-
in a band.
True. Okay, we can
Nah.
scale it down.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've had to scale down a few of these, but that would be great because I've never crowd surfed before.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but I'd like. The more I think about crowd surfing, I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
want people touching me,
Yeah.
but it'd be fun.
The thing is, as well, my brain is I'm just too sensible for my own good sometimes. Every time I've had the opportunity to crowd surf, I think, what if my wallet falls out of my pocket? Do you know what I mean? What if
You
I get
have
to
to-
the end and I've got no keys left?
Maybe you just have to empty your wallets
Well,
first.
that's what I've got to do, yeah. But then I'm like, who can I trust to look after all my stuff in a crowd? Nobody.
Well, you'd leave it on stage because you'd be on stage.
Well, if I'm on
you
stage,
put them on
different
top
story,
of the amps
yeah.
or something. Come
I
on.
haven't had the opportunity to crowd surf whilst in a band because there's usually nobody there. There's only like 8 people in the crowd, so
Well, everyone you have on podcasts would be there.
okay, let's
Is
make
that
it.
how you select them? You're like, hey, you
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
crowd.
I need just the small amount of people that sponsor me to do everything with me.
Okay, well, I'm in.
Okay, you're in now. You're in.
We'll
You
do
you
like a
also,
trust fall.
do you know
we're
what?
taking turns of
You're
crowd
the first.
surfing.
You're the first girl to come on the podcast,
Yeah. You're the girl.
and you're the first person who's actually got in touch with me.
Yeah.
You were like, "Let's do it this day." I've had to chase everybody else down.
Nah,
I'm
this
not
was on
slagging
my
them
list.
off, but you've been very
This
enthusiastic,
is why
and I
people
like
don't
the
come,
attitude. It's very
because
refreshing.
you're slagging them off. No, of course. If you're going to do something, then it's with a capital
Yeah,
Y. E-S.
and you've
bold,
like
underline.
been listening to the other ones too, so I appreciate that.
Well, it's a
as
bit of research.
yeah,
But I like
still
them.
still counts.
I really like them.
Okay, give me these next 3
Okay,
things.
sorry. Swim with whales.
Okay.
But I actually want to swim with whale sharks, and apparently they're not the same. So,
Yeah.
but we've already swum with sharks, so I've said swim with whales, but whale sharks. And then celebrate my birthday in Rarotonga next year.
Okay.
Everybody's welcome. Woo!
So is that the 30th or is that the 29th?
29? Oh, it's on the 17th.
No, what? Will you be 30?
Yeah, I'll be 30.
You'll be 30, yeah, right.
Yeah. We're also, like, before going to Rarotonga, I've got to eat at a Michelin star restaurant. So we're going to do that in Auckland the night before Raro.
Got ya.
Yeah, it's a bit bougie.
Yeah, nice though.
It's a bit nice, a bit fancy.
Never done it myself.
No.
Never been to Rarotonga either.
No. Well, there you go.
Oh, come along.
Yeah.
I'll just gate crash the birthday.
Well, it is a big... Everyone's welcome, because we're going to go on fishing charter and catch a game fish. That's number 27, catch a game fish.
Yeah, right. So
So
that's all lumped into one trip, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm trying to be a little bit smart.
Serious trip, though.
Yeah, a little bit. And then go on a podcast number 7. I'm going to tick this off.
Yeah, tick it off,
This is a good rate, though. We went heliboarding 2 weeks ago. First time in a helicopter. Absolutely loved it. So I got to tick that off.
Yeah, I've never been in a helicopter either.
I think
We were meant to go in with danger rank, but we got
What?
shunned.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
Yeah,
That's a bit...
fuck over
You
the
don't
top
talk
of
about it? You don't talk about it? You still holding on to it?
I couldn't care less, really. I didn't really want to go in the helicopter. It was mad windy that day, and I was
Listeners,
like,
if you can see his face right now, he's lying.
oh yeah, I don't know how I feel about helicopters.
It was amazing.
Is it?
It was everything I thought
I'm not,
it would be.
I'm not like buzzing to get in one, but I think I probably would enjoy it.
You're like
They just
an
look
insect.
a bit unstable, like.
Yeah, that's why it's so great. You can go any direction.
Yeah. Oh well, okay. Well, should we get into the
Yeah, sorry.
the main?
I'll swap lists.
All right. Well, let's do Fee's best day ever.
Woo!
Well, you've brought quite a comprehensive list there.
Well, are we still recording?
Yeah.
I thought we'd go into intro, like it's playing the intro.
I do that all in the
Magic.
edit,
Magic.
the magic.
Wizard.
So we
Okay.
can just go straight for first thing in the morning.
Well, actually, sorry. Take a step back. I'm running the show now. I've got a few rules.
Oh.
Well, like, also just some context for the best
Yeah.
day ever. So, first of all, geography is not my strong subject. I can't tell you what country we're going to be in, or even, like, the continent. But I'll describe the weather, and then at the end, it'll be like a quiz. If someone can tell me where I can do all this stuff in one day, fab.
Okay.
And then, second rule, I'm going to evoke a Barbie rule.
Oh.
I just woke up like this.
Okay.
So that does not mean I'm getting around all day as if I just woke up, like a solid 2.5.
I hear you.
It is like Barbie, where she's wearing the best outfit, hair, makeup for that scenario at that time, and the changes just insert noise, click, happens.
Got
So
ya.
I don't I'm not planning this. I'm so ready and perfectly ready in the morning for what I'm doing. I don't even have to brush my teeth. Like, I don't even have morning breath.
Got ya.
Yeah,
So you're just always ready. 100%.
I'm not wasting any time on getting ready or the mundane.
And you're in like the best of the best gear.
Yeah, not like fancy gear, just the most appropriate at the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
Also, third rule. I just think, so you haven't had a female on yet, right?
No,
So
it's different
they're
vibe,
gonna
definitely.
yeah. Yeah, well, you should have expected that. They're gonna like that rule. They'll be like, yeah. Unless they're like, oh yeah, I want to get ready with the girls, which is great if you have to get ready, but I don't even have to get ready.
Okay, yeah, true.
Cool.
So you're
Barbie.
just good to go.
Evoking that rule. Third, I don't organise anything.
Well, that's fair enough.
This is just planned. Everything's a
Yeah.
coincidence. Not planned, sorry. It's a coincidence.
In reality, do you like to plan?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I
mean, you've got
I'm an
lists.
arranger.
You've got a lot of lists.
Yeah, but the list... Okay, fine. Maybe you
And
do.
I know you're big on your like gift giving, so there's a good bit of planning going on there too.
Yeah, maybe that's more like...
Because we've actually made some gifts
We
together,
did, and it was so
and that was
great.
ages ahead of time. So you obviously do plan stuff.
So that was, and I'm so grateful you helped me, because there's no way I could have finished it by myself. That was Lowry's 30th birthday snowboard. But the thing with that was, I knew it was going to be, like, it's decorative, you can't ride it. I knew it was going to be in our lounge room or kitchen for however long. And it's been there 5 years already.
Yeah.
So it had to be good enough that I would be like, yeah, cool, that's cool.
Yeah, right.
Like,
They look good though, that. I like
it does,
that.
looks great.
Okay,
We've
so
got another piece of artwork in our kitchen that's yours too.
the big mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looks great.
Does. Now we need a couch to match it.
I'll get started on it.
I'm changing the colour scheme of the whole house to suit your artwork.
God. Don't know what to tell you.
Because it'd take more.
Well, yeah. All right, so
Right.
where are we waking up then?
Oh, yeah.
What's happening?
Okay. You can start now. On a private island.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in a little beach hut. Super clear water. I can hear the waves in the distance, but they're not like lapping on the shore.
My first thought there is the Maldives.
Yeah, I've never been
That's sort of that vibe. A lot of little huts by beaches,
Yeah.
nice waters and that.
there. Yeah, understated, simple.
Yeah.
But like we're the only, Lowry and I, the only ones that keep saying we're, but only ones on the beach. Only on ones on the island. For now.
Sounds good.
For now. And like, I didn't know whether to bring this up, and I don't want to be crude or rude or unladylike, but I don't know if anyone else has mentioned like rolling around in bed on their best day ever.
Dale.
Right. I just didn't, I know mum and dad will listen and I didn't want to, but I'm like, yeah, it's no denying it. And I'm sorry we had to start with that
Well,
because the rest of my day is pretty cool. I
you're,
could have kept
you're
it PG.
already in the bed, so
Sufficient.
you know what I mean? It's sufficient, yeah. Makes sense. Do it there.
Okay, well, then I'm going in the water for a quick dip. But you can, like, feel the water before you can see it. It is so clear. And there's turtles. There's little baby turtles
I
walking.
think you're definitely there, like.
In Maldives.
Yeah.
Maldives.
Yeah.
Maldives.
Maldives, I'm not too sure.
We'll learn it before we go.
Yeah. I got a friend who knows the sort of owner, I think, of like the big resort there. And she got married there, and they're pretty minted. Her dad rented her a private island,
Oh my god.
and it was exactly like this. I did get invited,
What?
but it was like
Why didn't you
half
go?
of my year's salary to go visit
Oh.
for the wedding. But
That's a good thing about eloping weddings, isn't it? Or destination weddings, sorry.
yeah,
You invite everyone,
and
and
no
then you
one
don't have to
goes.
worry.
Brilliant.
Great planning.
Meant to be going to America for Dave and Kaylin's wedding next year,
Oh, you are too.
to Montana.
Are you going to go? Remember
Well,
you're on a podcast?
My plan is to go. Yeah, 4th of July as well. America.
Yeah, America.
So it'd be wild. Yeah.
That'll be fun.
But that's a different story.
That'll be a big trip.
We're in
Right.
the mystery potential Maldives, having
yeah.
a swim
It's
after.
warm, it's balmy, like
yeah,
super clear water. Go back up the beach because I just wanted to freshen up and have a little moment to myself before the best day ever. Back up the beach.
What time are you getting up?
Well, that will depend on what country you decide because it's past sunrise. It's bright.
Okay.
There's no. I don't know what time zone I'm in. I can't pick a time.
Well, generally, do you get up early?
I really like sleeping.
Yeah.
But I get up to go to gym, but then...
You're quite active, aren't you?
Yeah.
So you're pretty... I imagine you get up about 8 o'clock, even on a day off.
I don't know.
Nah?
I like to sleep 12 hours sometimes. And I can. If you left me, I would. That's
Yeah.
because I'm catching up.
This morning,
Surely.
Ralph was like...
Up
He
and
normally
ready.
gets up at 7:30 every day,
Oh, wow.
if not before. But he didn't get up today. I slept until like nearly 10 o'clock.
Oh, so your sleep is dictated by your responsibilities.
By the dog, yeah.
By the pup.
Never used to be. He comes scratching at the door, and if I put him in his little thing, he just starts howling at about 8 o'clock. So I have to get up. But he didn't today, and he's so tired now. I think I'll get to sleep in tomorrow too.
I think so. Unless he super sleeps. I mean, I don't know about puppy sleep
Well, he's
schedules.
asleep now, so maybe he might be all right by
He's
the
going to
morning.
wake up at 11 p.m. and be ready for another walk.
Well, let's just say you get up at 8.
Okay.
You roll over. Lowry's there. He's smiling. You do.
We've already talked about this.
You do the thing.
I'm
so
blushing
you're,
now.
You're in the water by 10 past 8.
No. I'm moving on.
You've had a swim. You get
I've had
out.
a swim. I've seen some turtles. I'm ready for breakfast. And mimosas. You know you're going to have a good day if it starts with mimosas. And like feet in the sand. Then we're going to boat over to the main island. And like, I don't just want the boat in there for transport. It's because whenever you go out on a boat, you always have that moment and the music's blaring and the wind's in your hair and you're like, yeah, cool. Every time.
Is Larry driving the boat?
Yeah, it's my best day, not his. So he can drive. Well, there's no one else on the private island either. So this just means we're like not restricted by time.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
All 10 minutes.
So you're on the boat.
On the boat. It's just like a cup filling moment.
Yeah.
When you're like, yeah.
I'm having a good time right
Yeah.
now.
But the boat's just taking us to the main island where there's a helicopter.
Brilliant. Okay.
So, helipad, and I think we're just going for a scenic flight over the beautiful islands, but we're going really high. And then, all of a sudden, the pilot is like, this is your stop. And this is my first Barbie rule because all of a sudden, my jumpsuit and snowboard and canopy are on.
Okay.
Then we're going to hang from the helicopter.
Oh, shit.
As long as you can, because I just want to see how long that could be. And then skydive down to the top of a mountain and then a full James Bond style, like land with your snowboard down, unclip the canopy, and then ride halfway down the mountain.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people talking about skydiving and that.
Yeah,
It's
great.
like, it's really high on everyone's, like,
You said
best
you hadn't
day
done it.
ever.
You have done it? You haven't done it?
I've done it about 4 times, I think.
Oh my God.
But it's like, and I loved it.
Yeah.
But it's like I never would think to go and like do it now. When it's like it's right there. You can just go and do it any day you want to do it, and you just never do it.
You've done it. It costs money.
It does cost a lot of money, yeah.
Having said that, my skydive that we did was solo. So we went to like a little night school the night before, and then jumped solo, and the instructor just held on to your shoulder, and like they made me jump first because they're like, you know, she needs to go first because she looks most nervous. And I thought I was so cool. I thought I was playing it so well. And like full like flipped out and spun around and just did a terrible job until they like shook my shoulder to be like, get in banana. And then did the banana, pulled the canopy, and then I had line twists. So where all your lines are like crossed up. So you're falling, but you're falling faster. And had to like cycle my legs around. And then you were just looking for an arrow on the ground, and whatever way the arrow's pointing is what way you had to pull your canopy and then land it. And then, of course, Larry went out straight after me and, like, textbook.
Yeah,
they even let him, like, he's just straight out in banana, and then they even let him pull it later, and, like, they just let go of him. Like, there's a photo on our wall, and the guide's just, like, shuckers in the background.
So, like, how hard is it to land one of them things?
It was actually sweet, but apparently, and this is for you New Zealand divers, every country goes like into the wind because it catches and it's a little bit slower. New Zealand, you have to do it the opposite way. So you land with the wind behind you, which is obviously going to be a harder landing.
Why is that?
Because then they're like prepping you for the highest conditions, so then you're sweet everywhere else in the world.
God, yeah.
Also, you could just not do that.
Yeah, so I've only done it one time. Give me a break.
Yeah. You don't, like, it's fine.
All right, so we shredded.
Yeah.
All the way down.
Not all the way, halfway.
Halfway.
It's very important.
Okay. Okay. You've just come from shredding now. You're in the zone. You've got these mad socks on.
Yeah. Rad socks.
Rad.
Rad
by name, rad by nature.
Stop it.
Okay, so we're halfway down.
Sorry, halfway down, and then we're backcountry snowboarding, like just getting up and down on a skidoo. And friends can join, that's fine, but like it's such untouched terrain anyway. We're not going to cross over lines, and there's like fresh snow from
just
the night
constant
before.
Fresh.
Still bluebird. I just didn't want to be like fresh pal, but there's fresh pal.
How is the snow today? Is it awful?
Super slash, mega slash, but it's actually really fast. Like usually it slows up heaps, but it was still really fast. So
I went one day this year.
What?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Busy.
One day. Busy man.
Busy man. I've got loads to do today and I've done none of it.
And
do it all
now
tomorrow.
I'm sitting here wasting you.
Do it all tomorrow. Well, I might be tattooing Phil Kelly tomorrow.
Phil, do you know what you're getting? Yeah.
Yeah, if this
Question
is
mark?
if anyone is listening to this and that didn't happen, it wasn't my fault.
Good. I feel like we've got a lot of safe. Yeah. So we're just backcountry snowboarding on skidoos, and then like it's ready to come back down. So ready to go back to the beach. And I can be a little bit logical here because I was thinking about this is what the realism kicks in. I was like, I can't just teleport. I can't just whatever.
Why not?
Because I've thought of a way better way.
Oh.
Yep. A gondola full of puppies.
Okay. Yeah,
I don't even mind what
yeah.
breed, just little puppies.
You just hop in there. There's 50 dogs in there.
Oh, it's not that bad. Yeah, it's like 15.
15.
Yeah. They can be varying breeds.
Yeah.
Maybe like, I don't know, 8, 10 weeks old. Is that a normal?
Yeah. Yeah, I think 8 weeks is usually like when you get your dog or whatever.
Like there's heaps of movie scenes where they get mauled by puppies.
That's what
I
you
want
want.
to be mauled by puppies.
Okay. And where's this taking you?
Oh yeah, so it's taking us back down to a beach.
How long do you want to be in there with all them dogs?
Maybe like 20 minutes.
Yeah, right.
I mean, it's quite a long time.
I think that'd be great fun, to be honest.
Yeah. I was quite proud of that one.
Yeah, I like that. It's funny because when we were looking to get Ralph, we went to like a couple of puppy breeders, and that's what it is. You turn up, and they just got 10 puppies there, and they're like, "Yeah, go in and meet them all." And you sit down, and they're just on you, and then that's when I have to, Lauren's like, "Yeah, let's have all of them." And you're like, whoa.
But how did you pick Ralph? Why was he the one? Because he's very chill.
Yeah, because he came from Auckland, so Lauren was chatting to the breeder, and they just sent a load of pictures, and that was the one we were selecting ones we both liked and didn't like, and then that was the one that we both said yes to. So
end of.
Yeah, and he was like the biggest, and he was the shortest haired retriever. That's what we wanted. So
what, for all that molting that covered
it's
in?
worked out really well. Yeah.
Well, that's always going to be a thing, though.
Yeah, but no, it is like when we first got him, having a puppy around the house. When he's not stressing me out, it is great though. They are good fun.
You said that you
aren't they?
puppy wrestle him.
Yeah. We do dog jitsu.
Dog jitsu.
Even now, I'm still undefeated. Actually, to be fair.
Wait for it. Wait for it. He'll be bigger and stronger anytime soon.
He elbowed me in the lip this morning, man. And when you have to have a minute, I can't lash out at him because we're playing. But I was like, he got me real good. I could feel it straight
You got to tell
away.
him off though, don't you? Otherwise,
It was accidental. We were wrestling,
okay.
and he's moved his arm, and his elbow's real pointy, and it just jammed me in the mouth.
You don't like dress up as a dog when you're doing dog jitsu or anything, do you?
He dresses up as a person.
I put a little jacket on him.
Oh right, okay.
So, no. That's already half my day.
Yeah.
Yeah. But probably, I guess we should eat again.
Are we having any like snacks at any point?
Yeah. Spot on. Great interlude. Well done.
What a segue. I'm a professional.
Segue. Interlude, sorry. Yeah, segue. This is why you get paid the big bucks. So, yeah, hungry, down on the beach. And I know Mum and Dad will listen to this. So, the family are there, sipping pina coladas. We went on like a cruise around Fiji for Mum's big birthday. And the amount of pina coladas our family got through was offensive. Like the bartender would pre-make them and have them in the blender before we would go and order the next round. They're like, "Yep, we've got you."
So I mean, obviously, I'm not a drinker. What is in a pina colada? I don't know.
Malibu.
What's the flavour?
Coconut and pineapple. Yeah.
Coconut and pineapple.
And like a little bit of rum.
I don't know if I'd ever mix coconut and pineapple.
It's really creamy.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, you can't let it sit too long, so it might separate. Like
so I feel like one's creamy, one's a bit citrusy. It's like
a little piece of pineapple. It's really good. It's just like an island in a drink.
Right. Okay. Yeah. There's your advert.
actually.
Okay, so pina coladas, the fam bam
Family,
is there.
pina coladas. Yeah, like it's just a nice moment because I'm sure they'll want to hear about my day and I'd want to talk about it. So having pina coladas, eating like fresh seafood because we're on the island. It's not that like seafood's my favourite. It's just that it suits this at the time.
Yeah.
Oysters. Love oysters.
Gross.
Yeah, no. Love oysters. Any type.
Really, yeah.
Yeah, they're so good. And I think it like ticks a little bit in me that's like, oh yeah, you're so fancy.
Yeah.
If you like this, you're fancy.
What about like mussels and
Yeah, like
gross.
mussels. I don't think I'd want to eat mussels on this day though.
Nah.
But that's just the only food I could think of. I do not want to sit down and have a meal. I just want to be like chatting
Just
and sipping
bits.
and that's enough. Again, Barbie rule. It's perfect for the time.
It's just there, ready to go.
Yeah. And then also don't have to wait 20 minutes.
Yeah, okay, yeah. No indigestion for you.
No, going to go out snorkeling and there's heaps of fish and there's like little reef sharks and then an orca nudges my foot.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Do you ever go, must have gone snorkeling heaps now?
Yeah.
Because you're from Perth, is that right?
Yes, well done.
What's it like? I never made it to the West Coast. I've seen a lot of like Broome up that way. A lot of
nice.
Pictures and stuff. I've
Yeah.
not been there, but it looks pretty like untouched up there.
Yeah, it can be like really raw and rugged.
I imagine snorkeling is mental, but maybe a little bit dangerous.
I mean, I don't think I've snorkeled in Perth.
Really? Yeah, right.
Oh, I didn't like. I went to school in Western Australia and grew up there, like same house, same school, same
Yeah.
whole time, and then started doing snow seasons. Like I went to the snow before I turned 18. Like I
Right.
couldn't even start working on the lift because I wasn't 18 yet, and I would have been like the youngest on the mountain.
And where did you go?
Falls Creek.
Okay,
Represent.
right. Yeah, yeah.
And
I
then
suppose
moved
you're
to
not
Adelaide.
weren't old enough to go. Well, yeah, you
Yeah. Well, like I had my induction in the mountain and then went back for my 18th birthday and then went back to Falls Creek and started my snow seasons.
Yeah, right.
No. So just bring chicken.
Yeah.
Then moved to, like, did quick Japan and then Falls Creek and then moved to Adelaide.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had a couple of years in Adelaide and then we went and did, like, West Coast and did Byron for a summer and then back to snow and then moved here.
Wild.
Here,
Here, there, and everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, kinda.
I mean, this is 7th winter here. And we're only meant to be here for a year. Such a cliche story.
Isn't it?
Yeah. Like
I
feel
hate that.
embarrassed
That's how
saying
I
it.
ended up here.
Yeah.
You just like I was just passing through and I ended up like 10 years ago.
Look at me now.
But-
I just renovated my house. I got a dog.
It's one of them things, isn't it? It's just a nice place to be. Like
It is.
everywhere else I go, I feel like not as like welcome.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean? Like here, you've got so many friends here
Yeah.
that are very good friends too, aren't they?
We just seeing people in the street, like what does it for me is when we have family and friends over and you're like, because you forget how beautiful it is and you show them around. You're like, look at this.
Yeah.
And then you'll be walking down the street and you'll bump into 3 different mates from different scenarios.
Yeah.
And the people you're with just look at you and they're like, whoa. And you're like, nah, not popular. It's just a really small town.
This literally happened to me a couple of weeks ago. I had some friends over from Australia.
Yeah.
We were walking along and we'd played a gig the night before they landed.
Yeah.
And we bumped into 3 people down by the K-Jet thing. And they were like, oh man, the gig, yeah, it was cool last night. I was like, yeah.
And they
And they were
you're
like,
a
are you
celebrity!
And I obviously went, I'm a pretty big deal around here.
Yeah, obviously.
This is going to happen all the time. And it didn't. I don't think it happened again. But that actually, those lads, we ended up hanging out in here one night.
Yeah.
My friend Joe, he's like a good old friend. I ended up tattooing him, right?
Oh my God.
And the other lads were just so drunk. They sat here with these 2 microphones like this, without it recording, pretending
Just
to be
chatting.
Joe Rogan and someone else.
I mean, that would be
Giving
quite
it the whole, like,
entertaining.
10 beers in, like, yes, tell me about this. But unbeknownst to them, it was recorded.
Did you listen to it?
Oh, man,
Is it just shit?
it's so funny.
Yeah,
I got
good.
40 minutes of, because they didn't know it was recording, they weren't trying.
Yeah.
So it's like original.
Authentic.
Yeah, it's very good. So I don't know what to do with it though, because it doesn't make any sense. I can't just upload it.
What about...
So I think I might... I've shortened it down to like a 3-minute best of, and I might just chuck it in an episode somewhere.
How cool to give that to them.
Yeah.
Do they know?
They've heard it, yeah.
What did they think?
Well, again, like you, I don't sound like that.
Everybody, I do not sound like this normally. I don't.
I don't know what to, yeah. You do, like.
No.
Right, where did we get to anyway?
Yeah.
We're snacking.
No, the orca.
Oh, the orca.
The orcas smelt the oysters.
On your feet?
On my Barbie breath. Yeah, orca nudged my feet. But I think the most important thing here is I'm super chill about it. Because I have made a scene in the water before. I don't know if I've told you, but I got attacked by a snapper. Yes. Attacked by a snapper, made a huge scene.
I'll just also say, because my sister or some friends from home listen to this, and they'll be going, what the hell's a snapper?
Oh,
thinking it's like a
Chicken
crocodile or something.
Oh, true.
You know what I mean? Snapper, it's like a little... Well, they're big enough fish, aren't they?
It was big. It was really big and really ugly and had really angry teeth and like scars on its face, and it was pretty gnarly.
Yeah.
But it was a fish.
He had a bandana on.
And a gold chain.
Yeah.
His fin was electric, you know?
So what, he bit you?
No, he didn't bite me. He
okay.
just headbutted me.
And you freaked out?
Well, so we were campervanning around North Island, and like Larry and my holiday's full of activities, but like whatever happens. So we just happened to stumble upon Goat Island.
Oh.
Well, it's like a marine reserve.
Right.
And we stumbled upon, and there was literally 100 people out between the shore and the island, all snorkeling and supping, and I was like, oh, yeah, cool.
Let's do that.
Yeah, sweet, why not? And we had our little GoPro, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to record it, it's going to be amazing. And back in Adelaide, when you go snorkeling, like you jump off the jetty, you go snorkeling, you bring a whole loaf of bread in the water with you, and you just feed the fish at the bottom of the jetty.
Right.
And it's cool, and they're big fish, and they don't attack you. So I was like, yeah, cool, we'll feed the fish around Goat Island. So I had 2 bread rolls, and I had my wetsuit on because it wasn't really summer. And we went out into the water, and I like shoved the bread rolls down my wetsuit. So I'm like coated in bread, because otherwise it'd just disintegrate before we could swim out. And swam out, and Larry's like, oh, something hit my foot. And I was like, no, it didn't, whatever. And then it was on, like feeding frenzy, whitewash. This huge snapper and other fish, I think, were full on, like headbutting my chest. And I had like a big snorkel on, like the ones that cover your whole face.
Oh, yeah.
Because Mum got them for us for Christmas. Thanks, Mum. But we're not going to wear them in the lake because it's cold and there's nothing to see. So we've been like carting these face snorkels around for like
Are they good then?
3 years. Well, not if you're like hyperventilating.
Okay.
The whole snorkel just filled up with me like screaming. So I couldn't see anything, and I just started splashing back. Larry's like trying to grab at the end of the fish's tail, and it is just thrusting out of him and full chasing me. Finally made it to where it was like chest deep water, and I had my hands above the water, still like with this super face snorkel on where I can't see anything, so I fogged it up, and I'm just chucking bits of bread out of my wetsuit like back in the deep Larry's direction. And this fish is just circling me.
Just had it in for you.
He was circling me, and of course I've done like a huge commotion on the beach, and this couple came over, and by this time I've like ripped my face mask off so I can see, and I'm all dishevelled and like mascara everywhere, and I'm just like, ah! And they're like, oh my god, are you okay? And I was like, don't feed the fish.
If you've got bread, don't take
feed
it.
the fish. And they just looked at me like as if I was just the dumbest. They're like, yeah, it's a marine reserve. You can't feed the fish. And I was like, fuck. So we went back inshore, went along the rocks, and this fish, we'd literally walked like
following you?
20 feet. Yeah, it was following me. It was.
What, in like a beach buggy?
We're like...
It's on the road, honking at you.
We had like walked out on the rocks, and it had found us on the rocks. I'm in not even knee deep water, like shin deep water, and it was just going back and forth with its eye out the water. This is no exaggeration.
Yeah, I thought this is a cartoon.
It may as well have been. And then obviously we tried to get back in the water, and I kept fogging my face mask up. So Larry called it. He's like, right, that's enough snorkeling for you. But then the next day, we like pulled up at the random beach, and he's just got on. He's like, we're going snorkeling. And I was like, I know what you're doing. You're trying to get me back on the horse so I don't get an irrational fear of snapper. And I don't. Well, we went fishing next day, and I just made sure
You're all good.
Yeah, like...
Okay. So that's why now when this orca pops up...
Yeah, I'm chill.
Taps you on the toe, you're like, oh, hey, bro.
Hey, super chill. Yeah, and then it just kind of slides underneath. And,
Oh.
I know. And then I ride the orca.
Keep it PG.
So that was. It's like Fruit Willy.
Yeah, right. It's got a saddle on it. Well, you just grab it round like the fin.
Is it a dorsal fin?
The dorsal fin.
Yeah. Yeah, and it just takes me for a ride out to the ocean. But it's obviously like I can't communicate with it because that's...
You could if you want.
No, I don't. I can't speak whale.
Well, maybe it can speak English.
I don't think it... Well, if it could speak English, it should have asked if I wanted to ride.
Right.
Consent.
True.
But we're having a great time. It's a full Free Willy moment. But I'm really deep out in the ocean, and it just drops me off because, again, it can't speak English.
Okay.
So
it just gives you the wink. See you later.
Bye.
Little out the blowhole.
Yeah, I like that. But of course, I'm just left in the ocean. But, like, nothing's planned. It's all coincidence. Right on time. Pontoon party boat full of all the friends comes by.
That is lucky.
Yeah.
That is lucky. Very serendipitous.
Yep. And again, out in the ocean, but I'm chill about it.
And who's on this then? Just everybody?
Like, not everybody.
Right.
But, like, fun friends.
Yep.
Whoever wants to. But... Except... No.
yeah. Name and shame.
Yeah, so I wasn't nervous about coming on this podcast. I was just nervous if I, like, offended anybody. Or I, like, said too much.
Nah. You just got to not worry about it.
We've already ridden a whale.
The thing is, it's like if anything really bad comes out, we'll just edit it out.
Yeah, okay. I don't know if you would, though.
Maybe.
Maybe not.
Well,
maybe we're going to put in stuff.
Yeah. We'll see.
Anyway.
What I could do if I was a real bastard is I could ask a question about something, and then from what you've already said, chop it up and make a fake answer.
What question would you ask?
Well, I'd be like, do you hate Sean Ford? And then you'd be going, yeah, loads.
Just laughing in the background.
Yeah. I could do whatever I want, but I won't do that, probably.
40, I don't hate you.
He can't, he's too busy at Arrowtown Golf Club.
Can you put in some funky noises? Like, wah, 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 wah.
Oh yeah, we can do that. I'll try and find some like sound effects of whales and that, and jazz it all up. Yeah.
Put in some kookaburra noises in the island.
Well, if you do them now, I'll reuse them.
Oh, Is that it?
Yeah. All right. That's definitely getting repeated 2 or 3 times.
You immediately regretted that. You're like, Jesus.
No. It's all good stuff. It's all good stuff.
Is it? Okay.
For me, not necessarily for you.
That's fine. That's totally fine. Oh yeah, party boat.
Party boat.
Woo, woo. That's where you can enter that. Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah.
Party boat.
Yeah. Do.
Good music though. Okay. Don't put shit music. Like really good music.
What's that?
ABBA.
ABBA.
Yeah.
Okay. ABBA it is.
I mean that.
I'll try and get ABBA.
Yeah.
Might be some copyright.
Gimme. You can just use me singing if you want. I'm definitely not going to sing on this. Yeah, so jump on the party boat again. Barbie rule.
You're in the
whatever's most
Outfit.
appropriate at the time, and it's great. But party boat's just a bit more like Bali club beach scene until we get to an island.
A different island.
A different island, yeah. Because this island, everyone jumps on e-bikes because it's so fun mobbing around in a group on e-bikes.
True.
So fun.
Yeah. Big fan of that.
Yeah.
Not even e-bikes, just bikes.
Yeah, but I think I'd be...
E-bikes would be better.
Why not?
Yeah.
Although they are dangerous.
Do you know
they are...
that rapper, Tyler, the Creator?
No.
Do you not know him?
I mean, go on, but not really.
But, mega famous, mega wealthy, can do whatever he wants. And they asked him, what do you like to do?
Yeah.
And he said, everyone should do this. Get all your friends and a load of bikes and just ride around.
Yes, 100%.
So he knows what's going on.
I've had some of the best days riding around on bikes. And the last one was like a group of 50. It was mad.
Jesus, where was this?
Absolutely mad. It was for Wint's birthday, from the Cowrail Bridge back to Frankton. And yeah, it was mad. It was so good. We had stops on the way with the drinks and swims by the lake and river. But yeah, it's so good. I still have a little scar on my shoulder.
Yeah, right. Well, summer's coming up. We should do that again.
We should do that.
Everyone get a bike and we'll just go from A to B.
Okay. But are you going to replicate my whole day, or are we just a little snippet?
Just some bikes.
Okay. As long as you're like, Fifi, this is for you. We should all get bikes.
We'll all get bikes this summer. I mean, I tried to start a moped gang last summer and it ended up being 3 of us. So.
Were you actually on mopeds?
Yeah.
Or were you on motorbikes?
I've got the moped in the garage, just sat there now.
Oh. How often do you ride it?
Well, never now.
Cool.
Although it's now winter's coming. Now winter's like on its way out.
Yeah.
I'll get it back out again. But Queenstown really isn't designed for mopeds. It's too steep. It's only 50, so it won't really make it up the hill.
It's not going to make up this hill.
It struggles. It will, but it struggles.
I think it's the funniest thing watching the Uber Eats delivery people try and get up the hills. And you see them like feet pushing on the floor, pushing, yeah.
So the plan was to try and they do like a charity ride from Bluff to Queenstown on 50 cc's, like a 7-hour
That's a lot.
thing. But it didn't happen. COVID ruined it or whatever. But I wanted to get a load of lads to get mopeds and try and just like go from here to top of Fern Hill and then down and maybe to Arrowtown.
Yeah, cool.
Do you know what I mean? Just
Arrowtown Golf Club.
Arrowtown Golf Club. But just maybe a little bit of like stop at the shit ponds on the way, or do some sort of maybe try and go up Macetown a bit or something.
Oh my god!
I don't know. Just
are these mopeds? They have like floaties on them. How are you going to get Macetown?
Well, you haven't got to go all the way in.
Okay.
But there's a lad on Instagram right now, if anyone wants to look him up, called something like the 50cc Adventurer, who's in Queenstown. I don't know who he is.
You should be friends.
I messaged him. His page found me through obviously my
celebrity status.
Whatever it knows, I'm looking at mopeds all the time. And I messaged him and he said, yeah, cool, let's do something. He's put a snorkel on his moped.
What?
But he's ridden
what
the Nevis track.
No. That would take, like, we did that in a 4B and it took 2 days.
Nah, you can do Nevis track in like 5 hours.
What?
Yeah.
What were you doing?
I don't know. But he did Nevis track, he did Macetown. Yeah, he's going here, there, and
what type of tyres does he
just
have?
Normal. He's put one mud tyre on it.
Yeah. Does he have a little mud flap?
He's broke his wrist at the moment, so he's currently out of action. But I'm hoping this summer we get some moped.
What's his name?
Adventures. I think it's the 50cc Adventurer.
50cc Adventurer. If you are listening, please reach out. Very cool.
So anyway, you're on a load of e-bikes. Yeah, you're just e-biking it.
Yeah, but everyone knows how to ride it. I'm not faffing around with people who don't know how to ride it.
Okay, around the island.
Yeah, just so what we're doing, there's maybe 2 bars. The first one is like, I don't know, I haven't thought about this, but maybe there's just one. There's like fairy lights, it's sandy beach, there's palm trees, there's like a little bar with like palm tree leaf hut style, like it's all very cash.
Yeah, pina coladas.
Yeah, we'll take some more pina coladas and a band on a mini stage.
This sounds like every Snapchat I'm getting from Brendan right now in the
Really?
Philippines. Yeah, he's always in a bar with like palm trees, drinking a
Yes.
drink, watching a band. It looks really.
That would be
looks
great.
really nice.
I would love that. I don't like nothing flash. Like it's all really like you don't no shoes. You're on the beach.
Yeah.
That would be so good. So does that mean I'm going to the Philippines, the Maldives, the ocean, and some snowy mountain? What country? What continent is this? Quiz
Well,
question.
it was all good until you ended the snow mountain. It's pretty hard to get that with the beach.
Yeah, well, it's my best day.
Yeah. So I think you're in multiple continents because you'd have to go north, south hemisphere, wouldn't you?
Is this possible in South America?
Probably. There's probably a high mountain somewhere.
Okay. Put it on the list. Put it on the 30 before 30.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, and have a great fun. Oh, that's where I can crowd surf.
There you go.
Yes, what a way to wrap it up and tie
Okay.
it in.
Okay.
Yeah,
Bit of crowd surfing.
bit crowd surfing.
Yeah, a bit of a band playing.
Yeah, band playing. And like songs you can dance to as well.
Maybe some.
Sing alongs.
I feel like I'd at this stage want a few little bar snacks as well.
Yeah, of course you can.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not your favourite day.
Oh, if I'm there.
I mean, yeah, you can have some bar snacks, but they're oysters.
I'm not hungry.
No. Maybe like, what do you end the night with from Night and Day? Chicky chips.
Oh no, man! Do you do that? Yeah.
I used to. I don't anymore.
I'd rather go and get a pie
Yeah.
from Ferg or something.
I'll have a snaggly roll, sausage roll, anytime.
Night and Day. My boss is mad for he used to be actually, the Night and Day lamb shank.
Whoa.
That's,
Never had that.
That can't be good for you.
What is it? Battered and
No,
deep fried
it's just
and...
been sat there for like a day.
I didn't know they were so decadent.
It's not the one, is it?
How do they cook it? Very, very well. Well done.
It's got to
Lamb
be, yeah.
shank.
Overdone.
It's actually sheep shank. Nothing to do with lamb.
Yeah. The Night and Day at like between Shotover and Lake Hayes. Been working out there a lot lately. They got a big selection, but everything is so dry.
Then why do you bother?
Because I don't bring enough food to
Come,
work.
mate. You just renovated a house. You got a dog. Make yourself some packed lunch.
This is it. Can't afford to. All my money's gone on skirting boards
Fuel.
and mopeds, stupid stuff.
Moped.
Nah, just laziness. But we go there sometimes. Like I have a bottle of tomato sauce in my smoker bag all the time, just a bit of moisture.
Bit dead horse.
Bit of
Always
dead horse.
tomato? I thought you would have been like, oh, I'm a HP guy.
Depends what I'm eating.
Okay, so
Yeah, I
you
can't
are.
carry a whole bag.
Condiment bag.
Yeah.
It's my condiment bag.
It's like it's also getting too hot now. I'm gonna have to retire the flask.
What?
I'd be drinking like a litre of tea at work.
Oh.
It's getting too hot now.
That did not click in my head that it was tea. I was like, crumpy, this is not
Oh,
good.
not
I
like a
did
hip
not think-
flask.
Yeah. I was like, whoa,
Yeah.
this is new.
I've got a bit of whiskey just ready to go. Pina colada
Little
in the
hot
pocket.
toddy.
Nah, it's getting too hot now for that, really.
Okay, no more tea. You can have a iced tea.
I would drink iced tea.
I've moved to iced coffees now on the weekends. I feel very white girl.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've got my little and like this morning I was like, she's like, do you want ice cream? I'm like, yes. She's like, do you want bananas? I was like, yes. And then by the time she's like, do you want cream? I was like, yes.
Where'd you get these from?
Well, I actually drove back from Tianao this morning.
Oh, that's
so this
right.
was in Mossburn, dear capital.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
At the garage.
No, it's like a little just a little cafe.
The other building that's
yeah,
there.
the other side of the street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Are you a Starbucks person?
Nah.
Nah.
No, I've actually become a bit snobby for my own coffees.
Oh.
We have a coffee machine in the office, and I genuinely look forward to my own coffees Monday to Friday.
Yeah?
Yeah.
One a day?
Yeah, in the morning. That's it. Unless I'm going for like a agent meeting and we're getting coffee, and then I'm like, okay.
I get hyped up on it.
Yeah, I do. Buzzing.
Oh, God. Are you? What about these mad people who go out for dinner and then have a coffee after the meal?
Oh, no.
That's
Oh,
reckless,
no.
isn't it? That
They're
is
Italian.
reckless.
Oh, no. Actually, my dad used to do that all the
Yeah.
time. With or pour it over a scoop of ice cream.
Yeah.
No, I'd be up all night, and my watch would tell me that I've had a bad sleep.
Heart rate be up.
Well, I live and die by my watch.
Do you? Yeah.
Well, yeah. When I was training for marathon, it was like every bit of my life was dictated by this watch.
This watch you're wearing now,
This watch.
what is it?
A Garmin.
Yeah.
Garmin want to sponsor me for this podcast.
Johnny Chan has recently got a watch like that, but it's a golf watch.
What? What does it measure? Like the
how far you are
velocity?
from the
Closest golf club.
from like you wear it on. It's got every course on earth on it or something.
Whoa.
We were in Smith's the other night, and he's looking at it, he's going, yeah, 450 metres to the nearest tee. What good is that watch other than when you're on a golf course? Take it off.
Yeah. Well, I mean, does it like measure the velocity of his swing and force?
Probably.
And... Yeah, right. Bet it
So-
doesn't tell him if he's had a bad sleep or drank coffee for dessert.
Yeah, probably not, no. So that's a thing, golf watch.
I mean, there is a golf setting. There's lots of settings. I don't know, snowboard
God.
setting.
Well, I'm curious now as to see how this... I mean, this has been a big day. It's been a big day.
Oh, it's new. Oh, I was like, are you talking about today? I'm like, yeah, it was a big day.
You have had a big day
I
today.
did have my coffee.
But,
I had
you
whipped
know,
cream on my coffee. It was a big day.
the fictional day.
Yeah, sorry. Best day ever.
We've ended up in maybe the Philippines,
Yeah, maybe.
in a bar,
Yeah.
crowd surfing.
Everyone, all the friends are there, crowd surfing, fun times.
Then what?
Yeah, mate, I pretty much thought that was it. I definitely, because I don't want to, like, go to sleep skydiving, wake up skydiving. I definitely want to go to bed
Yeah.
at the last minute of the day.
Well, I mean,
Like, I enjoy getting
'Cause
into
I
bed.
sort of-
I'm like, ooh, yeah.
I'll give you 24 hours if you want it.
What do you mean?
Well, are you thinking of, like, what time is it now?
I don't know, because I don't know what time zone I'm in.
Yeah, but you still know what time it is.
You mean 24 hours? Okay, well, my watch hasn't told me it's been 24 hours,
Do
so
you,
I don't know that.
Do you want to go to bed at, like, midnight? Do you want to go to bed at 5 a.m.?
I don't mind as long as I've finished dancing and then like everyone like lounges about on the couch in like a little cuddle puddle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a nice way to end night. But I don't want to like when I'm done, I'm done.
Yeah.
Like I don't like dragging things out. If I'm done with the night, sweet. Like I
I'm the
want to
same,
get to
mate.
bed.
I just go. I don't say goodbye to anyone anymore.
Rude.
Yeah.
I can't do that. We used to always wave people outside our house till they got in their car, drove up to turn around the cul-de-sac and go down, and we'd be standing at the door like the Brady Bunch waving.
See,
so I always have to say goodbye.
If there's guests at the house, obviously, whatever. But if I'm in town or at a party and I've had
You
enough,
just
I just
backdoor.
leave. Because by the time you've said goodbye to everyone, it's 25 more minutes. And no one... You know, when you see them the next day and they go, what time did you leave? It's like, well, there you go then. No one even knows you've gone half the time anyway.
Oh,
Just go. Don't hang around.
I'm going to put a marker in my watch when I next see you leave. And you'll be like, oh, I left at midnight. And I'll be like,
Yeah,
you left at 10 past 10.
Yeah, I mean, Leona and Ollie got back last week. Oh, that's when I seen you.
Yeah.
I called round to see them about 1 o'clock the next day and they were still awake.
Oh, man.
Can't be doing that.
Oh, man.
I got to go to bed.
Yeah,
I got to go to bed.
if we're having a good time, sweet, but I usually call it. And I really like getting in bed. I'll always like brush my teeth, wash my hair, shower.
I was going to say, do you
no
don't
matter
just
what
climb into
state.
bed?
No way, because then I can't relax in the mornings. I'm so gross.
Yeah,
Like
right.
I shower twice a day,
Yeah.
which is normal. People that are listening, totally normal. I know it's unpopular opinion.
So it's a lot.
No, it's not.
It's pretty bad for
I'm
the environment
hygienic.
as well.
Bullshit. No, it's not. So because I've had this Barbie rule all day, I'd probably actually enjoy a freshwater shower. I'd probably finish the way I started. Go back into the ocean, have a freshwater outdoor shower because I love outdoor showers because it's hot enough, isn't it?
Yeah.
In wherever I am, and then go to bed.
Yeah, right.
I mean that's not underwhelming way to finish, everybody. I just like getting into bed and being like,
No, I'm a big
yeah,
fan
had
of
a
that.
great
End
day.
of the day,
Had
yeah.
a great day. Just wrapping it up.
And have you, like, where you are at now, is it a good bed? Have you got a good bed?
Oh yeah, it's like marshmallow bed.
Oh,
Yeah.
what's that?
Just like
it
as
just
if you're
feels like
laying
a
on. It feels like
marshmallow.
it's not real. You can't eat it.
Yeah.
It's
I
not
thought it might
sugary
be
and
like
sticky.
a brand or something.
Oh, I don't want to. Oh no, I don't want to think it's a real marshmallow where I sweat a bit and then it's like sticky and I get
'Cause
stuck.
My bed is what's it called now? It's for people with like bad back.
Oh, okay, like
It's
a
like- it's
chiropractic.
quite a firm bed.
Oh,
Some people don't like it.
do you have a bad back? Is that why?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
It's called the Spinal Plush model.
Oh, plush.
Yeah, it's very nice. And I also have like a memory foam pillow that, like, I think Lauren feels like it's like a curb. It's really solid
it's that
pillow.
hard. But when you put your head on it, it bounces back. It
A little bit, but it's a very firm bed and a very firm pillow.
Right.
Like
Like
I
in
think I'd be
Japan,
happy
where it's like
sleeping on
rice.
the floor. Yeah.
Oh no, I think it's pretty soft bed, soft pillow. But I've actually got one of those pillows made for spooning, like it. So if you imagine you're on your side on your bed, and to make sure your spine stays straight, it goes up. Around your neck. Yeah.
That's what mine looks like. Yeah.
And well, whenever Larry's gone, I use his pillow, but because it's better than mine. But if anyone asks, I love it.
Well, have you seen them pillows you can get now?
No.
And it's like same deal, but the underside of it's got like
Or a hole for
concave
the
sort of arm, because that's the worst bit.
Well, it's my best day ever.
Yeah, you're there enjoying yourself. Larry be
great
there,
time.
dead arm,
I've got a straight
hair
spine.
in his face, loving life.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing you do before you bed. Move your hair out the way. That's my and then literally within 20 seconds, I'm like,
Are you a good sleeper like that?
yeah, heavy breather, good sleeper straight away, but an ugly sleeper. Like, full mouth open, catching flies. And you know what? When I was traveling for work on airplanes, I loved that we had to wear masks on airplanes because I always fall asleep in like the most unflattering catching flies, dry your mouth out. There's like camels coming out my mouth because my mouth's so open. But wearing a mask, no one knew.
Yeah, that's probably the only thing it was good for. But I feel, I'm sort of the same. If I'm not having a real like overactive brain moment, I'll go to sleep and I'm gone.
Yeah.
Whereas,
Dead sleep.
you know, some
Deep
people, like the lad I work with, the apprentice, he can't go to sleep without the radio on or the TV on, or
What?
has to be watching or
What's his
listening
power
to
bill
something.
doing? Does he know? Does he know where we live?
Well, he also said the other week, do you have to have music on while you eat?
What?
And I was like, no. He went, oh, I have to. I can't. I hate the sound of chewing.
Oh, like that is... you don't want to hear people chewing, but I've never
I don't
had
think he wants to hear himself chewing.
Oh.
I don't
Does
know.
he hang out with himself ever?
I feel like,
you just need to be comfortable with yourself and your bodily... At least yourself.
in fact, the honorary episode mention of Dave Walker that goes out every episode.
Oh, yeah.
I seen him this morning. And we were talking
Come
about
on, Dave.
going camping by yourself.
Oh.
Do you ever do that?
No. Do you?
Have done. Not very often.
How was that?
It's good, yeah.
Actually, you know what was on my 34th list? Solo multi-day hike.
Well,
Because that is the same.
yeah.
Except I'm a bit nervous about like sleeping in a hut with other people.
Yeah,
Like
right.
I think I'd rather camp.
Yeah. I mean,
But-
it's kind of like weird because I was like, my dad used to go all the time. Him and the dog would just go.
Oh, to
And
get away from his all, or
Probably.
like to see nature, or
He said it was nature, but now I think about it,
he just needed a
it was
break.
always on my birthday.
Well, at least he
as well.
came. At
But-
least he came back with some milk.
yeah. But that's like, having the dog sometimes is worse because in the night they just jump up and you're like, oh my God, what is it? But by the time you've got there and set up and found some firewood and
Made some
made
tea.
a dinner, it's not far off bedtime.
No.
But it's just nice to sort of just be. Do you know what I mean? Just have a little think.
No, I do.
'Cause
I laughed, but I do.
I feel like people, men in particular, I've seen a lot of stats about how they. One guy said something like, or maybe it was a percentage.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was, but it was like 30% or something like that of men said if they didn't have their
Man,
time locked in the toilet,
What?
their marriage would be on the rocks.
Oh my God.
It's like, lock yourself. That's why I'm in this room all the time. I like being in here on my
Does
own.
Lauren know that's why you're in here?
She does.
Okay.
She likes being out there on her own too.
Okay. Yep. It matches. It aligns.
So
And this
I
is
feel
your
like-
den. This is, I mean,
Yeah,
there's
most people.
boobies and drawings and...
Do you know what I mean? I don't
lots
think
of
most lads have
activities.
got this,
No.
and they get this from the pub sometimes with the lads.
But that's not the same.
But it's
You're
not
by
the same.
yourself.
I think everyone should have somewhere and just be on their own for a bit.
Now that you point it out, Larry loves the garage or the shed.
Yeah, that's what it is. You're
Loves
just
it.
in there.
Which is sweet. That's fine.
Quite often I'll get, what are you doing in there? And it's like, nothing. I'm just taking this, I'm taking the seat off the motorbike, and then I'm going to just have a little look, then I'm going to put it back on again. I'm not
Yeah.
even doing anything.
Did you clean it while you took it off?
Nah,
Oh.
just having a look.
Measuring what height it goes at.
just see what's up, yeah.
Okay, you can definitely have your own time. That's
Just
totally
pottering
normal.
about, innit?
I've so since Larry's started working in Fiordland, I've never actually lived by myself before in my whole life.
Yeah.
I was in staff accom, and then I was with mates.
I'd
and then...
never have till I lived here. And I'm still not on my own.
No, you're not.
It's kind of.
See, we'd be the same.
Mm.
People think that's a little bit strange, but I've learnt not a lot about me. I know a lot about me. I've just learnt that there's a lot of dishes.
yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah. How's all this from just me?
yeah.
Cooking for one is as bad as cooking for five.
But I have time now to cook for one, cause like I'll like go to the shops and mill around and get stuff because I'm not rushing to get home to hang out. I'm like,
Yeah, right.
it's fine. And then I cook and then do dishes and watch really terrible TV shows. I don't even put anything on. It's just in the background.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah.
So that's good, because you two have been together a good while now, haven't you?
Yeah, like 9.5 years.
Yeah, right. And you're still rushing home to hang out with each other. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm not rushing. Yeah. No, I am. Like,
Playing
I'm
it cool now.
Like playing it cool.
Nah, I just
I'm
cruise.
shameless.
I just cruise.
He's batting. Oh, I'm batting. I'm batting. I'm batting. I'll definitely hang out. Like I went down to Fiordland to work.
Exactly. Most, I think, not most, but again, different countries, different rules. But I know a lot of mates back home and that who stop at the pub on the way home and, you know, delay the inevitable
What?
to get home. And
No, if I'm at
noisy
the pub.
kids and-
Well, he's more like neither of us really. But if one of them's at the pub, then you text him and be like, "Hey, join us at the pub."
yeah, that's good. It's good.
Yeah.
I like it.
We do a lot of activities together though. Like that's
Yeah, but that's why you so well matched, I guess.
yeah.
If you were like, I want to do this, and he was like, nah.
Having said that, so because I like joined his life in Adelaide, and he was doing such cool activities. Like I'd finished school, went to snow season, did that a couple times, then joined him, and I was like, I don't want to miss out on all these cool activities. So I like wouldn't do maybe something I want to do because I was like, but there's a chance we might go for a driving. There's a chance we might go feed the fish on the jetty, or there's a chance we might go surfing, or there's a chance we might do this, which we did anyway. But it definitely took me a lot of years to be like, I'm going to do what I want to do when I want to do it.
Yeah.
And like have that actually be like, nah, I'm going to go do this because I want to.
No, that's good. I think everyone needs that.
But it developed.
Yeah.
But now I'm like more available for friends, and because I know I've got such a sweet support system and everything's great, that now I can go do these wild things on my list where I'm like, oh, I'm not going to talk to you for 10 days, but I'll be back. And he's like, don't agree, but I support you. Bye.
You did the silent retreat thing.
Oh, yeah, yeah. That was mad. 100% recommend it, but I wouldn't. It's not for me.
Well, I was going to say, amazing, you made it.
It was good, yeah. Like, I was completely euphoric afterwards. Like, coming home and, like, with donuts and...
So even, I think I did ask you this before, but when you're on your own, away from everybody, can you talk to yourself?
You can't, like, make noise, but internally, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
I was always my biggest hype person. I was like, you got this, Fifi. Come on. You got this. Hour of power. Sitting still. Go. So you, like,
And
you
you
can
didn't
talk
do
to
it at
yourself.
all? I think
No.
I'd go into the bathroom or something and just to myself be like, just testing. Just checking my voice still works.
Testing it still
Okay,
works. Well, I spent the
cool.
first, like, 3 days, like, crying. Because it's just so different.
Yeah.
And what the worst thing, not the worst thing, but the hardest thing is, it's pretty brave to be in your head for 10 days.
Yeah.
But because you're the only one in your head, there's no external input. Whatever you think at that time is 100% true.
Yeah.
Whatever you've come up with in your head is 100% true, and you've only got your own head to get yourself in or out of it.
Yeah, right.
So, like, there was people there, like, reliving trauma and dealing with it and, like, having a psychosomatic disease and, like, people with addictions and stuff. So, really, I was quite well off. Like, I had a very happy, sheltered person. And I was easily the minority. Like, most of them were really hairy legs and they loved the weird food we ate. And I was there in, like, a flanny and my Ugg boots, just being like, this is
You can't even be like, I don't like this.
No, they don't even label it. One day I had like a whole bowl that I thought was soup, but it was like sauce and like it was terrible. And I wasn't used to like all the veggie food. So the afternoon meditation session, obviously all the meditation sessions are like quiet, and my tummy was like an orchestra. And I was just like, oh no.
Everyone's looking around. You can't even say. You can't even say, that's not me.
You can't even look around. You're not allowed to acknowledge people. You can't even look back to hold the door open for someone.
Really?
Like, you're meant to be there on your own. And, like, there was one lunchtime, this girl was, like, crying on the balcony while we're eating our food. You can't do anything. Like, I shuffled a little bit closer to her. And that's the biggest, like, solidarity. But if afterwards on day 10 when you can talk, you're like, we've all been through so much together.
Yeah.
So it was very.
And you say, "What are you crying about?" She says, "I ate a whole bowl of sauce."
Well, one day I like cried into my chocolate cake, like bawled waterworks into the chocolate cake. That was like day 2.
And everyone's just ignoring you.
Yes. I was facing a wall, like, because it was past COVID, you had assigned seating in the meditation hall. It's in, like, the back naughty corner. And you, like, you know the names of everyone around you because I read their little labels. And the chick in front of me is called Macarena. So she was always last into the meditation hall. And every time she'd come in, I'd then sing, hey, Macarena, for, like, 5 minutes of the hour. And I'm like, yeah, sweet, now get into it.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I'd recommend it, though.
Yeah, I mean, I reckon I could do it.
I think you could.
I'm not... I mean, hard it is to believe, that I started a podcast, I'm not a big conversationalist. I like a good chat, but I'm quite happy to just not talk as well.
Yeah.
You know, on an evening, me and Lauren will sit out there and sometimes don't talk for hours. We
That's
drove to
fine.
Invercargill once and didn't say a word. We're both just happy just doing our own...
Just nothing. Well, you don't want to talk for the sake of talking.
Exactly.
Also, like, do you not have stuff to say to each other?
Oh, when we do, then we do. But it's like... Yeah, I can't be dealing with just, like, waffling for no reason.
Like we're doing now.
Yeah, but this is for a reason.
Oh, sorry.
We've got a point
podcast.
here. Yeah. In fact, let's wrap the podcast up.
Sorry, everybody.
We did it.
My day is done. I went to bed.
You went to bed.
I went to bed on the marshmallow bed.
On the marshmallow bed.
Then
in
I
the
went to sleep.
Philippines, or you...
Oh, I don't know.
Don't care.
Open to interpretation.
All right, well. Decent.
Yeah.
I think you tick it off the list.
Yeah, I will. Yay, everybody.
I've got a feeling that I think that this is gonna be one of the most listened to episodes. Yeah,
you're making me blush.
I think you've got a good group of supportive mates that will want to check it out.
Very good group of girlfriends that would love to. That they should come do it. Yeah, the girls, come on, up you get.
They should.
They should.
There's a few coming. There is a few coming.
Is there?
Yeah.
Who have you got lined up?
Shani's said she's going to come do it.
Yeah, Shani.
She might be next, maybe.
Yeah, good.
I don't know.
Love a bit of peer pressure. I'll
Exactly.
Yeah.
She seems quite keen, actually.
Leona.
I would
to hear.
Yeah, I'd love to get
That'd
Leona
be so
on.
good.
And Ollie too.
Yeah. I'm thinking of girls here.
But you know, I feel
as-
like anyone who is listening to this for you, like, just go back and check out
That's just,
another one.
You mean my mum and dad?
Just like, because they are all really different.
They are different. Well, I like that you're different with people and that everyone came up with different things. But I was like, oh, do I just like these because these people are my friends? And then I heard someone I don't know and I was like, oh, no, this is cool. This is so cool.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
Well done.
Thanks.
Yes, well done. Well done, everybody.
Do you have like a farewell,
No.
a message for the world?
No, I was just going to say bye. Bye. You can join in if you want.
I'm cool, actually.
You can just play mine on repeat. Bah, bah.
That's the end. That is the end. Everyone enjoy the bars on repeat.
Bah.
Thanks for listening. See you later. In a bit, geezer. See you next time, you lovely lot.